By the way, on Sunday, do you guys really eat just brown rice, sesame for a rest, or you eat all kind of other things? Because eating is very good. I told you already, you're not forbidden anything at all. If you really want to eat, sometimes give the stomach a little rest, okay?
Yes, Master.
Imagine our stomach on our body, so fragile, you know what I mean? The tissues, skin, everything. And it works every day, 24/7. Really. Better than our TV, We are only second best to the body. The heart and the lung and the liver, the brain, everything working diligently every day. So you make sure whatever you put in it is conducive, okay?
Yes, Master.
Every other snack, of course, you can eat after the good meal, okay?
Yes, Master.
Because when you're hungry, you eat anything. And the non-nutritional stuff is not healthy for your body to function and the brain also. I'm telling you, but maybe I don't do the same thing. I'm sorry about that. I'm not a good example. I'm not very disciplined. I'm too busy. I can't believe how busy I can be. The dogs alone, like taking care of babies, because I mix them up when I'm not there. Of course, you have to separate because they might fight. You don't know how to handle them or they don't listen to you. But when I mix them up, some like it cold, some like it hot. I can't just quarantine them in each room all the time or all the hours. It'll feel sad.
Yes, Master.
So it's this kind of social group here, and some like it cold, some like it warm. At night, for example, if it's cool for Big Love, for example, then it's cold for the dogs. So I have to keep throwing blankets on them, and then they kick it off, or they shake it off, they go somewhere else, and they keep running after 6 dogs. Yeah, five. One has a lot of hair, and she's okay. She likes it cold, and she's survived 3 years long alone, or at least 2 years alone. After she's winning, I think the mother's being killed by poisoning in Thailand.
Oh my God.
So of course, they do that now and then to get rid of the dogs, because the dogs love to play in those sandbox.
Yes, Master.
And then also the beautiful grass, so beautiful and green. Well, I don't envy any golf course anymore because I have read somewhere that they spray them with some chemical to keep it green, easy maintenance. So it's very poisonous. They say so. It's in one article I read some time ago. I don't remember where from. That these chemicals are very bad for the health of the workers in the golf course. Of course, imagine the dogs also. And on top of that, I heard one of the golf players told me that the golf course, they do that occasionally because they want to get rid of the dogs who came into the golf course to play there and to do their, big and small there as well. Of course, it's a kind of $1 billion business, and they cannot let the dogs do that.
I understand.
I don't know, but I have suggested them when I was in Thailand that all of you guys are very wealthy. You put money together and ask people to catch the dogs and bring them to dog shelter, dog temple. The temple that accepted the dogs. It's like some of them that I give some donation.
Yes, Master.
Not about my donation, I just want to tell you which one, that's all. And they accept the dog. They really dedicate and love the dog. And I was so touched that I donate again. Don't ask me why. If anything touches me, I just do it without thinking. My heart say yes before my brain say no. Yeah, we just gave them some already, and then I just gave them again, double. It's good because, you know why I'm so touched by these temples? Because the dogs they keep there, mostly people don't come and the dogs, because the monks say that these are older and sick. Some have skin disease and so kind of discarded from the society. And so they will cost a lot of money to feed them special and medicine and doctor's bills. Some doctors, they do it for free, though. The doctor I knew, he went to temple and do all this for free. Of course, not every day. He has to work to earn his own living. But he was a very kind person, and I donated a few times for him to do all the work for the wild animal in the jungle as well, and also for the stray dog. And he did a lot of good job. Anyway, in some of these countries, the dogs, they run free. which is also good, but it's also bad because sometimes some people catch them and eat them. This is terrible. Anyway, it's getting less now, I guess, because many governments are getting more aware of the situation of the beautiful street dogs. Maybe they're doing something already to prevent more unwanted kind of litters outside of the home or outside of the breeding facilities or dog centers. Yeah,
Yes.
getting better. I hope. I do hope. Wherever I go, I donate what I can and wherever I can, whenever I can. But of course, I'm a lone wolf. I can't do much. I just do whatever I can. I just hope for this example would lead on to something better for all our beautiful friends. Because animals are really, really good. These friends, the animals, the dogs that I adopted from Thailand, they are really wild dogs. They are street dog generations.
Yes, Master.
Like the mother, nobody can touch before. Even one of the owner of the golf course house there, they hired a doctor to try to put her to sleep so that they can save her, but they cannot succeed because nobody can touch her. She will run away 2 kilometers before you even go near. She never let you go near. Even I also before, when I first came, I heard about her situation that they killed many dogs already, at least 3 when I heard it. And they know that others are going to be next. So I wanted to take care of her. I want to bring her in, but I could never get her. Even after we got her babies already. If she see me appear on the balcony or outside somewhere at that time, one of your brother has a golf house and I rented to stay for a while. For some reason, I forgot what. Maybe security reason. Over there is very safe. Nobody dare to do anything there because it belongs to the general. Many of the people around are minister and very good security. And then I go there for a while, rent it. And then I saw this situation. I guess it's just meant to be,
Yes, Master.
And then I could never get near her. Nobody can. And the doctor could not get near her even just for short. One time he did, but then she went away anyway. She will not stay there to sleep, let you catch her. You never know where she hides. Or everywhere she can hide. Oh, she's a very smart street artist. She escaped from all kind of possible situations that you would not imagine. She scaled a 2-meter high fence to jump out. She bites mesh wire to get out. She dig hole in the ground and all kind of thing. And we catch her already, but she wiggled herself and then gone oops many times. And I caught her afterward because first day we put her in a storeroom. And then I sit there with the babies just to see if they're warm enough. And then I open the door to let her in so that I can catch her. But when she smelled something and then she run, She stand next to the door and she look at me and then she run. Yeah, and the next time, some other day, we catch her several times inside the storeroom. And she demolished all the walls.
Wow.
Yeah, and broke the windows and escaped. The walls that they made by wood. And then after that, several other times we put her in the house. Afterward, we caught her again and put her in the house. Oh, no, not yet. Still in the garage. Next day, the doctor talked to her and he thinks she subdued and then not. He put on the leash and took her around the garden very proudly, tell me, okay, you have to talk to her like a friend. Then she would listen. Seconds later, she wiggled herself out of the leash. Jumped the 2-meter fence that I newly made, especially for these dogs. Oh, I took good love there, Yeah, it was cooler for him there. So we make the fence before we even came. But good love never scale the fence. He run around, but he doesn't scale a fence. So we make the fence very high already before he came. It's cooler, that area, because in the area that I lived before was too hot for good love. But many other factors, you don't know. It's just a long story. I don't want to tell you the history of my life. Oh, yeah. Also something to... now I remember now, to repair the house that I was living in. I had nowhere to go at that time, and I couldn't go back to Taiwan because the dog has to wait 6 months in order to enter Taiwan, even though with all vaccines and health certificates, you have to wait outside of the island. They are very strict to keep the disease out of the island, I guess, which is a good thing also, but it's very inconvenient for many dog caretaker and for me, of course. And then at that time, the house, because they built the house for me a long time, it was inside the center, my center, a little house for me. But they did not take good care because I haven't been there for more than, I think, 16 years. They built it waiting for me, but I never came. So it's kind of not well made, not well repaired. Many holes in the walls because the wood dry up and the cement or whatever, the silicone dries up, and many holes, and all the mosquitoes come in and harassing us, including our good love. So in order to repair that, I had to leave. So many holes in the wall, and the insects and centipedes, scorpion, they all came in to say hello. The scorpion and centipede, they probably know something about one or two things about veganism, but the mosquitoes, they don't. They haven't heard of SMTV or alternative flyer or nothing like that. They're feasting, feasting on us. So we have to move. And then while they're repairing, I was staying somewhere else, a cooler place. I was meant to go there to take care of these dogs and making sure they don't poison these dogs again. I told the doctor that to take care of my dogs that you have to do something. Okay, you have to go and talk to the manager there and tell them they can catch the dog or you can catch the dog like that with some net or something, and then bring them to a temple or any dog center. They adopt. You're not just killing dogs like this. They're innocent. So the doctor promised me they do something, and your brother disciples also promised me to do something. So it's not that difficult. It's not difficult. Okay? If even I can catch this dog, you can. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And one was the most difficult. I could not catch her when I was still there. So meanwhile, I left to leave afterwards. I took all the dogs with me. And, the mother, after a while, after maybe 1 week, I carry her on my shoulder already. Yeah, but I could not carry her now. She was very skin and bones, very thin, so I could carry her. Now she put on weight and she's more feminine and round, But she's still smaller compared to her children, you see that, because she didn't have enough nutrition. And she adopted 6 other dogs. That's why she had no milk anymore. When the doctor told me, there's no more milk, only one portion left.
Wow.
And if I didn't get them at that time, I give them soya milk and mix it with other kind of milk. And we give them nutrition food every day. Soup when they were babies. Oh, they love them. And they grow. You can see them. Okay, they grow bigger than mother. But when I adopted them first, it was very, very terrible for me. I lost my voice, I lost weight, I lost sleep, I lost my appetite, everything. Oh, I thought I was going to die. It was terrible because they're babies. They just mess up the whole house every time, 24 hours. And I have only myself and one Thai and one Korean. They are not very expert in baby feeding either. So we are not experts. I'm the only so-called most expert in there, And anyway, I left. I tell the golf personnel that you can catch that dog, little puppy dog. I thought she was a puppy, but after we caught her, the doctor says she's at least 3 years old. So she survived all this time, all by herself.
Wow.
Yeah, she used to come to my garden, and I gave her food. She runs so fast, and she escaped just as good as the mother. But she doesn't belong to this group. I thought she does. Because she looked like a puppy, small. And she never let us see who she is anyway. So I give them, I say, 30,000 baht if you catch her. But not with tranquilizer, not with anything that harm her. If we discover that, then we will not have the money. I won them already. So they caught her after I left for 10 days. They built a very big cage, almost like invisible. And I have to pay for the cage as well. It's not much. I'm happy to. And they put the food in there for her. But somehow she knew or what, I don't know. She didn't come for 3 days. They didn't see her for 3 days to the usual place. I said to them they have to put the usual place, always the same place, okay, the food, so that she come and eat, and then they can find a way, throw a net on her or something to catch. But she didn't come for 3 days. They told me. I keep asking often. And they say maybe she died already or poisoned to death already. like other dogs, because I didn't see her come to eat for 3 days. All the food left there. Please keep looking. Wait. Just wait. Don't give up, okay? Maybe she ate somewhere else. Maybe somebody else fed her and she didn't come. Just wait, okay? Don't give up. And then on the 4th day, they say she came back and eat. And they caught her, of course, with this big case that they make. Because they make very big so that she doesn't feel like a case. That's what they told me. But she did feel or something. That's why she didn't come. And then when she came and they caught her, she got a high fever. Oh, thank God we have a doctor. That doctor, he came running right away. Anything I wanted for dogs, he just dropped anything else and run and let other doctors take care of others. And he run to me. But I wasn't there. But at that time, he's still running. I sent somebody to that area, which about 2 hours and a half or 3 hours drive from where I live, and then get the dog. But she said, the dog. I said, you have to call the doctor immediately, even before you come, to give him an appointment to come to that old house that we live in, that golf course, so that he can check her out before you bring here, in case anything. And truly, I didn't worry too much. The dog had high fever, understand?
Yes, Master, I understand.
Telling all this so you know all these dogs are precious to me. That's why I'm not really strict on you how to take care of dogs when I'm on retreat. Understand?
Yes, Master.
I really take them from the jaw of death and take care of them. The most difficult part already. You know, when they were babies, 1 month and a half, something like that. Not old. They're still suckling. And I have to be a mother and father and caretaker. And then one dog gets sick also because it was too cold for him to survive. In that situation, it was a cold winter already, and dogs, they don't always survive. Only the toughest one. So that dog is sick, and then it's a contagious disease, and I have to nurse him day and night. And after I hold him or care for him or feed him because he doesn't even want to eat, and the doctor comes almost every day, and I call him day and night. Whenever he has a seizure, I got so scared. I have to call him immediately, and he always running. The doctor let him. And so it was a very difficult situation. We live in a Gulf area, but all surrounding is nothing, only small restaurant. And I rent a car also from your brother, but I cannot drive, and only one can drive, and she doesn't drive very well either, and a lot of stuff. And over there, they don't sell cages for dogs, and they just sell small little things, and don't even have cage. They just have small bed. They don't have big bed for good love even, so we have our own bed already. So I have to make one out of carton. I go and beg in carton everywhere from the shop. I have to make cages for the dog to sleep, make blanket. Everything is so difficult to buy there. I have to run around the whole city just to get some baby's blanket and all kind of thing. And the food, they don't even have dog food there. And we have some, we bought it from other country and stamp it to make it like powder and mix with milk. And then we cook for them, and the sick dog has to be tended to all the time. And I put him in my room, and I could not sleep because worry about him, and he had seizure all the time. It was a very difficult time, and I was wearing out. But I keep on because I love them so much. Understand?
Wow. Yes, Master.
Of course, I can give it to your brother and sister maybe, but I never know how they take care of them. So I saw it's a different kind of caretaking there. So I didn't trust to give. I didn't have the heart to. I feel they come to me. I have to be responsible. Therefore, I brought them all the way in 2-3 countries to here. All kind of bureaucracy and waiting time and all that. Just that I had to be Taiwan at this time. Understand?
Yes.
Therefore, I have to bring also the dogs here. I cannot let him be anywhere else. Normally, one dog was not that skinny. After I left, a few months only, she became like that. Before, she was very small eater also, and I have her fed with stearin. And then she was okay. And she was plump already, okay. She's not as big as other sister and brother, but she's healthy and plump. And I left because of visa and all this SMTV work in the beginning and all that, and then many other things. And she became very skinny. I asked her why you didn't eat when I left. She didn't say anything. And Good Luck told me that because she worried about Master. I said, why? Worry what? She said, because we see you're going to have problems. I did, though. They worry a lot, but they do eat. Everybody else, I told them, you have to eat well, sleep good, and I will see you soon, no matter what. I will see you soon. I will see you again. I will not abandon you. I love you so much. Trust me. Okay, trust me. You have to trust me because I will come back. But you will come to me one way or another. I will never abandon you. Okay? Just know that I love you very much. I was crying and telling them that. And everybody else is asleep except her. Because this girl, she really worried about me. Even now, if I cough, a little bit stronger, then she'll come running to me. Even if she was playing with toys or growling around with other sister and brothers, she would come running. Understand?
Yes.
And come to me and look at me and hanging around, asking me if I'm okay. She's the only one who does that. Of course, everybody else is loving and kind, but they seem not to be so deeply concerned like she, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, when she was little, I put a cloth on my shoulder, big shawl that I have, a scarf, and I put them in that makeshift pocket. I carry them around, take turn, because they were that small, very small. And now I cannot carry some of them. I can carry the other girl because she's born small, and she's probably small type because she didn't have enough nutrition. She was skinny, but now she's okay, beautiful and plump and growing beautiful hair and everything. A lot of hair. We have to cut some of the hair off so that she gets cooler. But it grows back so fast. It goes back to normal again already. 1 or 2 weeks or something. And love also growing back just like jungle already, both of them. Yeah, so we have to cool off again. And I don't know if any of them can save the dog's hair or not. Yeah, one of them can. When it gets hotter, we have to do it for both of them to be similar to all of them so that we don't have to have aircon on. Anyway, where am I? Oh, God. Mother's tale about her children. It never ends.
Master, you were talking about how a dog worries about you?
Okay. So how can you abandon this kind of dog? Some of the brother and sister in Thailand, they saw my condition, it's so dire and so tired, and they want, let us take care of them for you, but they also don't have the proper equipment, understand, the proper care. I don't think they have enough knowledge.
Yes, understand, Master.
Even I took care of Benny when he was young before, but at that time he already did not need mother milk anymore. This was truly babies. Oh, but they know, even their babies, they know everything. There was one lady who is, later I check out, not very favorable. And whenever she came, they're all barking together and they're all surrounding me. They form a circle around me when I stand or when I sit, like protection or something. And then they just don't go to anybody anywhere else. They just sit around me like a circle.
Wow.
And just even when they were baby, at that time they're already maybe 2 months old or something already. So small and already so fiercely loyal and protective. They bark non-stop. So next time I just try to avoid that situation. I worry they get tired. So small already, only 2 months or 2 months and a half.
Yes.
Yeah, and already know who is what. Already know I'm their friend. And they're wild dogs. You understand me? They're wild dogs.
Yes.
The stray dogs, they have never been reared by human or go near any human or been touched by humans. But they know immediately, after I have the babies coming, she escaped, the mother escaped through the window. She by the window and get out. She was already with the babies. I'm worried the baby without mother, they will miss her.
Yes.
So if she keep escaping, I say, okay then, just go. But I'm worried also if she keep escaping and come back, then she carry disease and all that for our little babies. At that time, they're too young to even have vaccine.
Oh.
And that's why another dog died afterward, and I really scolded her so much. I said, what for you going out? Freedom is not as precious as your baby. You just stay in here. But she somehow always managed to escape. That was the few first days. Later on, she came knocking at my door again. I said, okay, you're not allowed to come in anymore. I give baby disease because you go out, eat garbage, and I don't know where you sleep and hang out with whom. And I worry also that she might get pregnant again. And then I'm worried she could not be caught and that she might be poisoned and die, before I even get her. But I could not deal with that at that moment because the house is not all that the way I want it. I seal all the windows until only a very little left for air. But she squeezed through it. But after the 3rd day, She escaped. She used her magic power to break the iron chain that we put around her.
Wow.
And then she ran away. Oh, at that time I gave up. And then I say, okay, fine. And I told the kid, I said, we don't need your mother, okay? She's bad for you. I will take care of you like your mother. I will love you like your mother. Or more so. We don't need that lousy mother that keep running away from you. No good. I keep telling them, I will take care of you all your life. I will give you everything you need. More than your mother ever can. Don't worry, okay? We don't need her. I was so angry and crying, I told the kid. They really understood. One time she came back, carried one kid away. That's how we lost him and died. He died because he came out and cold, many nights until I found him. He came back with distemper, and that's very difficult to heal. Okay, so one day she came back, she carried one run away with her, and then she carried him to 2 kilometers away. Maybe she worried they get poisoned like other dogs. Because I keep telling her, you have to stay with me. Keep your kid here with me, otherwise you might get poisoned like other dogs. So she carried them away. One she carried by the neck and run away, so I couldn't find it. And the other one, we combed the whole golf course, get her back. So she carried one away, and then the other one go with her, but didn't go so far and get trapped somewhere under one of the building, and then we got her back. And other babies, they don't follow her. They follow her maybe about 5 meters and run back to me because I'm running after them. I saw her, and then I run after. She broke the store door at that time. That was the second or third day because I still have the doctor checking them every day until they're really completely well, and then to come in the house. At that time, it's not even my house. I wonder if I should even bring them in the house. Because the house is your brother, and it's a luxurious house.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean? Some people don't like dogs messing it up. So I keep them in the storeroom. I clean it all up inside out, and then give them carton boxes and blankets and all that, whatever I can get at that time, and fit in them every day and stay there sleeping with them. And now, one time she broke out somehow. Some girl forget to close the door or whatever happened. She take all the dogs out, and then they run with her. But then they run only over 5 meters or so, and they run back to me. They all run back to me, except that one she carried by the neck, and the other one that run too far and forget that don't know how to come home. It's just baby, 1 month something old. But I found her same day, except that one she carried by the neck for 2 kilometers. I could not find it until later on. It's too late. Even though we took him immediately to doctor. And with all the care we can, and I care for him day and night, that he still died.
Oh.
His name is Hero. I always remember, and I cry so much. And I say, in the name of humanity, I really apologize to you. I really am ashamed, and I apologize to you. You go to heaven for sure. I make sure of that. I not cry for him. I cry for myself and for the lots of other dogs, other wild dogs that has been mistreated or has met with suffering like that, for example, or poisoning, or abused, or killed to eat or for the fur, whatever. My God, we're human. We're so savage. We say dogs are wild dogs and street dogs, but they are not as wild as some of us humans.
Yes.
Because these are truly wild dogs. And how do they stick to me like that? At the age of 1.5 months old, they run back to me. I was so scared. We all 3 of us run out, and I call the neighbors, please come and help catch my dogs for me. But they come running back. They just turn back. I talk to them in English, and I say to the tigers, tell them in Thai and Korean, whatever. Call them back, and they turn back their head. They were running fast towards the mother, and then suddenly they just stop and then run back to us, galloping back to us and run into the storeroom. They're home. They know, listen to the mother. I told them, don't care about that mother because she keep going out and deserting you like this. She's a bad girl. I will take care of you. Don't worry. And maybe they understood that. Or maybe they trusted me.
Yes, Master.
Maybe they trusted me because where do they go with her? They know already the hard life. She gave birth to them under the pile of wood. The neighbor, they built a cement structure, just like a platform, so they have barbecue or thing on top of that. And underneath they store some wood, and they are born inside there. And then they don't give enough food even, so the mother has no milk. I saw the servant give very little food. she probably doesn't understand how. And I saw there's no water there. I said, why no water? When she told me the story, I came and have a look. I didn't want to be involved, I'm telling you, but when I saw she has baby and all that, and the poison dead already, 3 dogs, and so I came and have a look. And I saw she gave very little food now and then. Only when I came, she gave food, and very little. And then in a broken garden pot, dirty and sharp, if the baby fall on there, they might hurt themselves even. And very little food. And so hard. You know, the baby, they only 1 month something. How can they eat such a hard food? So, of course, the mother eats that. And I say, why no water here? She said, oh, no, they have milk for mother. Oh, my. The mother already doesn't have any milk. I only found out after the doctor checked her.
Yes, I understand.
Because we want to shave her right away. And the doctor say we should shave her. But I say, how about the baby? If you shave her, she has no more milk for the baby. What to do? Because she came and gave her them suckle. But the doctor say, no more milk. They just do that, like affection or habit. She wants to give it to them, but she doesn't have any milk. She really have all the bones sticking out. Oh, my God. But we could not shave her right away. For some reason, she was not strong enough yet. Also, she was too skinny and too weak. I am glad I stopped him giving her the second sedation injection because I told him I forbid you to do that anymore because last time you did it, she went away and you never catch her anyway. If you do it again, look at her. She's so skinny. How will she survive the second one? How do you know? Can you guarantee me that she will survive? So he don't do it no more. But I said we have other ways to catch her. We will catch her. I will do it. And then I engage all the boys, the girls in the golf course, the employee. They still couldn't catch her. She's too quick, too clever. She lives in the wild. She knows all the tricks in all the corner of the golf course. But later, I say, okay, I have to worry about the baby. I don't care about her. If she comes, she comes. Because I caught her many times by closing the storeroom after her. But later, somehow, she escaped. The moment we open, she run under our leg and run out. She's so skinny. She can run anytime. Or she jump over her shoulder and go out. She's waiting inside. She's so fast. Many times she escaped. So I said, okay, I have to worry about the baby. And then she came knocking at the door.
Wow.
Okay, I let her in. And then later, I chained her, but then she used her magic to broke the chain, the iron chain.
Oh, wow.
Even though it's a small chain, but it's difficult to even ply it apart with a plier. And she broke it. She broke the ring that attached the chain with the pole. But there was the ring that was under her neck and tight. She could not use her teeth to do that. It's not like she broke the ring in the middle of a chain that she could use her teeth. No. That was pure magic.
Wow.
Because that ring, even though small, but it's strong, it's iron. Of course, she's small, so I don't use a big iron on her, but still it's iron. And it's fixed together, the ring that you hold a lock so that you can lock it together on the other side.
Yes, Master.
And it's tight under her neck. She could not use her teeth to reach it, not even her tongue. And then she broke it and ran away. Oh, I said, okay, that's it, huh? I'm going soon, and you have to be here without your children. Keep telling in the air because she's not there anymore. I was so frustrated. And she came back in the evening. Not really evening yet, almost evening. And then knocking, want to come in. I said, what? You come in now, really? And I opened the door, she ran inside. She's not afraid of us anymore. Before, she ran away from me. Far away, even if she see me outside on the garden, she run away to the golf course. Far away. And she come in now running, rushing, because her children are there. What? God. And then we keep her inside and cleaning her and all that. And from then on, we take precaution that she doesn't go out anymore. I shut all the window, open aircon instead. And then that's how we keep her. And then after a few more days, I carry her around already. I carry her around to let her get more used to human smell, okay?
Yes,
and more used to with me, so she knows that I'm safe. I keep telling her that you are safe and your children are safer with me than out there or with anyone else that I know. Because I don't know too many people. I'm not sure if you are safer somewhere else than with me. At least I know you are safe with me. So please stay and don't run away anymore. I will take care of you and your whole family. Okay? Whole your life. You have everything you need. Everything possible that I can think of. And you'll be warm and loved and cared for and be around all the time. That's why I have to keep my promise. Understand that?
Yes, Master.
Not because of promise, but I really love them. I love them so much. And in turn, they love me too. In return, they really love me so much. So you know how precious they are now. Yeah, okay?
Yes, Master. I understand.
I've gone through a lot of trial and hardship to get them, to bring them here. It's not easy. It's difficult with all this bureaucracy and situation and my safety and all that. It's not a normal situation of a normal family who adopt a normal dog. So if I ask one of you or two of you, help the girls also keep an eye on the dog when I'm on retreat, you understand why.
Wow. Yes, Master.
We've gone through a lot together, me and my dogs. Different countries, different air cargo, and back and forth, and quarantine and all that. Separations, anxieties, uncertainty and all that for the dogs. So I really want to give them as much comfort and safety feeling as I can.
Yes, Master.
So they need familiar faces and good care and good love. They are the only ones in this world that I am comfortable with to be 24/7 together. They are the only ones that truly love me. I know they love me. 200+% or more. And how do they understand everything I say? Everything in English. They don't have to talk to me. They don't have to talk to me. We understand each other.
Yes.
I don't know why I talk so much about dogs. Oh my God, what did I do? I think because I'm going back to retreat again for a short time. But I want you to really understand, okay?
Yes, Master.
That's why I worry and why I love them. Okay, where was I before? Try to focus inside. Yes, because we are getting older now, okay, you guys?
Yes, Master.
You're maybe a little younger than me, but who knows? Who knows who goes, who comes first? Take care of your inside treasure. Whenever you do your work, focus on that and pray for protection, okay?
Yes, Master.
There are sometimes some of the things that you research might give you some distraction, but don't pay attention too much on that. Try to focus on your work. Your work is important. Not everyone can do. Maybe some other people have more professionalism and all that, but they are caught up in the world. Some people are better, maybe technically, but they're not better in dedication and devotion at heart.
Yes, Master.
I trust you guys when I'm not around to check yourself and for the programs for me. You study all the way I did and then do it accordingly. And it's just classic wise until I come back.
Yes, Master.
Because I'm in retreat, I don't want to be disturbed. I cannot see people. I cannot even see my dog. In this period of relent, I can see my dog. I spend as much time as I can with them, and I work all night here to catch up with the things that lag behind, and I let them be with me in my office all night, even though they are next room anyway, next door. But I let them sleep in here also until I finish with my work, maybe 5 o'clock or something, or 4 o'clock, and then I let them go into their room so that in case they might fight or something. They're still young and full of energy. So anyway, it's like that. So I spend as much time with them as possible, and I do a lot of work and I take care of myself, but I also have to tell you truly that I'm also overwhelmed. In some instance, I just sat down and I thought, oh God, physically speaking, how much can a person do?
Yes, Master.
Because the dogs, they are just babies, temperamental, and keep taking turn to go in for love, some snacks and love and all that stuff, and take turn to sit next to my sofa. Originally, I have only a small office chair, but now I have to have a bigger sofa because they like to hang around and want to come up. So I have to take turn. Whoever come, I let them come up for a while, sit next to, wagging tail, wagging body, sissy, and sleep sometimes, sleep on it. Even the mother, she's so-called mother, my God, she's the worst puppy of all. She sleep next to me all night on my sofa when I'm working. And then I have to cover all the lights. Normally I keep them in separate room when I'm working so that I can put out the curtain so they're dark. In their room they sleep. But they don't want to go sleep now in their room. So difficult to push them in there, just like children don't want to go to sleep, want to hang around in my office. So I have to let them now, and I have to cover all the light. Just have very little shining into my documents, that's all.
Yes, Master.
But sleep there. Even if I don't cover the light, they just sleep through the neon lamp, whatever, all the 6 lights that's shining from the ceiling. They sleep through. I don't care. And then kick the blanket and then stick in the body and come to me again. I say, just sleep there. I'm right here. They're a little bit restless now, I think, because we have been separated for the last period when I'm in the retreat again. And so they probably watch me like a hawk, don't want me to disappear again or something. And the mother, she sleeps next to me, snoring. Believe that? She wants it. Every time she see me, now here come. Oh, here come. Oh, here come the dance of the reunion. I said, of course I love you. She's dancing and jumping over the high sofa and high bed and everything. Oh, and when the other girl come, they will jump more. They jump all over the table and everything. And the table is so high and they jump. I can't. She knows I'm on phone. Otherwise, she will be crying and talking in her language. Oh, there's another train coming. Another express train. Okay. All right. I don't know what to want to talk to you about. I think it's long enough. I have to go now. Any question at all?
No, Master.
Okay. I have to take care of the dogs now, okay?
Yes, Master.
Because they come in, then I have to let them mix together. But there have to be some tricks in before that until they settle down. I have to take care until they settle down. Gotta go now. Thank you very much for listening. I go now. Bye-bye, huh?
Bye, Master.
And thank you for being diligent.
Thank you, Master.
Bye-bye now. For now.